highlight the fact that what makes gangsterism more difficult to curb as a criminal conduct is the fact that you no longer have witnesses or people who are voluntarily willing to testify against the gangsters, which makes it very difficult now for the criminal justice to successfully prosecute some of these gangs. But then let us also look at the fact that some of these young men in the Cape likely have lived in Cape for more than 3 years. Some of them have been initiated or recruited into gangsterism at a very young age. So by a tender age of around 18, they no longer fear South African criminal justice system. Meaning whether you take them to prison for a year, for 2, for 3, it means nothing to them. And the fact that the people in Cape are no longer feeling safe to go and testify. You'll know that South Africa no longer enjoys or has a strong witness protection. So if you are a witness, you go to testify, you're testifying on your own. So it means that people can enjoy to do crime, go and stay for 6 months, and then they get acquitted, they come back to the society. And it is even glorified. It is even seen as if you are more safer when you are part of a gang than when you are not associated to gangsterism. And of course, then it is not easy to distinguish between that entire community to say who is really part of a gang for criminal activities or who's just part of that gang as a societal group of young men living together in the same area or in the same Cape Flats. So that's the challenge, distinguishing between whether someone is really in that activity for criminal purposes or they are just part of a society that makes them feel safe, because there's a lot of protection of territories. So if you are not part of any protection through gang, you are likely exposed. So that's the challenge that I think Ben might be speaking to about the stats not being clear. But we realize that Cape Flats are leading in terms of gang murders and also gang-related offenses in South Africa. That's the unfortunate part.
Absolutely, that the figures, I think, is really